How do, guys? Back to winter. Showing 1 degree out there. Bit of wind chill. Bloody freezing. Okay, so Al, thanks for the link. So a report, or rather an article in the Manchester Evening News about Forest Bank Prison. Yeah, the title's something about bingo and incel TVs. Basically what it's on about. And this isn't going to be a slate the bingo. On the contrary, they provided an entertainment channel for prisoners during the pandemic where there is health advice, exercise, fitness, that sort of thing, and prisoners can play bingo. I've got no problem with that at all. Yeah, providing incel entertainment during this time. The happier the prisoners are, the easier it is for the staff to manage them. The report is by the IMB, Independent Monitoring Board. Independent because they're independent, they don't work for the prison service. Monitoring because they monitor, and board because they're a board. These are people who volunteer to go into prisons. They have regular meetings. They liaise with prison governors. You know, the system's changed over the years, but they used to have their own complaint system, so prisoners could use the prison complaint system, and they could also use the IMB. You can request to see a member of the IMB. The IMB visit segregation units. They always used to visit the healthcare at Strangeways. I've met some lovely people who did that job, who really cared, and like everything now, as we come to understand, some for me who were, shall we say, not so good. So looking at the report, it talks about half an hour's exercise a day and half an hour for showers, phone calls to use the terminal for canteen, and applications and the thing like that, which, you know, talking 23-hour bang up. Pretty much every prison in the country is operating that now. Nothing different there. It mentions that due to restricted visits, more parcels have been coming over the walls. No shit. More patrols. People receiving parcels have been banned from the exercise yard. Yeah, they don't need to go out on the yard once they got the parcel, do they? But seriously, they're on about reintroducing, as they put it, sniffer dogs. Then let's get to the nitty-gritty of it, yeah? Besides praising, you know, governors and staff at Forest Bank for operating during this difficult time, that's what all the prison service, private or public sector, is going through. It talks about fluctuating self-harm, violence is down, prisoners aren't fighting because they've got bingo, and less incidents. It's because they're banged up 23 hours a day. Yeah? These reports... God, you know, I could write a report without actually going into the prison, for any prison in the country, yeah? What these IMB need to be doing is maybe looking, talking to people, like the prison inspectors do, lots and lots and lots of prisoners, and ask them why they're using more drugs, yeah? Because they are. Drug use has gone up over the last 2 years ridiculously. Pre-pandemic incidents, violence, everything was up. It's become a very brutal place. Lots of bullying, way more assaults. We've said this before. I know we've said this, but what's going to happen, yeah, when this pandemic is done? Yeah, what is going to happen? Because pretty much every prison ain't got enough staff. They ain't got the right quality of staff. They've got inexperienced staff. They've got inexperienced managers. They've got inexperienced officers. And they've got an extremely young workforce. Yeah. The frustration's going to boil over. The private sector, as we already know, you know, they do have an agenda. Again, we've talked about it before. They're happy to have a big turnover of staff. They don't want staff staying in the job. There's a an endless pool of young staff, yeah, who might be attracted by who knows what, 22 grand a year, that sort of thing, when there's nothing else going on. You know, you've got to really get out there, job market, knocking on doors, sending off applications and that to get yourself a job. But they'll take young people in the prison service, private sector and now public sector, yeah. And everybody who applies for a job pretty much guaranteed to get it, whether you're suitable or not. So the report, as you look at it, yeah, it don't really say anything. I've always said, prison inspectors reports, IMB reports, whatever you're, you know, what you're reading that people are putting down, that they're not saying anything. We already know these things. We know the good prisons, the bad prisons. They're all understaffed now. Some prisons are or have coped better than others. But the title, you know, bingo, incel TV, yeah, I've got no problem with that. When I was on K-Wing at Strangeways, we used to have a DVD player, yeah, that was connected to the prison TV channel. So when I was on nights at Christmas, my first Christmas nights at Strangeways, and I was on K-Wing, I took in shitloads of DVDs every night, yeah. I'd put 6, 7 DVDs on. When I did my last check at 6 o'clock in the morning, last roll check, pretty much the whole of K-Wing, 200 prisoners was up, having a laugh and watching films, yeah. A very quiet Christmas for staff. Troops were entertained, prisoners in the cell, very quiet in the day. That's what it's all about. So I have no problem with in-cell entertainment, guys. What we need to be looking at is what provisions are in place and what is going to happen when the world gets back to normal. What's going to happen in prison. We'll have to wait and see, yeah. So Lee will put a description and a link in the description. Sorry, that's what I meant to say. If you're enjoying the content, guys, you know, please like the videos. Yeah, we're getting plenty of views now, very few likes. If you're enjoying it, you know, hit that like button, it all helps. Okay, and if you'd like to see anything in particular, you'd like me to vlog about anything, discuss anything, you see any articles you'd like me to comment, any clips, anything like that, please let us know. Okay, guys. Cheers. Thanks for coming. I'll see you there.